adding the new tree route loop. I kind of got that side cleared out, and then I'm going to have it like a narrow little jump right through these trees, clear all this out, and then head this way. It goes way deep in there, and I plan to, I don't know, probably S, and then loop, and then come all the way back, and then up the original route. This won't be bad picking all this stuff up. It's pretty easy. It gets kind of wet in here though, so I think the higher up I keep the trail, probably better. That's a hill, so maybe I'll have some swerves up it and stuff, but I'll have to get the chainsaw. But yeah, this is gonna add like a whole half mile. It goes way deep, and then once I get all nice, this is nice dirt, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of jumps in here. So yeah, be pretty sweet. Alright, I'm adding 2 lanes in the middle. So the original one goes up, and then I'm gonna have it cut like right here instead of going around, and then a jump down that little mound. And I'm trying to figure where I should make the loop. Somewhere in here, and then there's a drain, so I'm thinking around it or on this side of it, and then back up and then back.
Got the new section of the track in. A lot of trees. I didn't move like all this, but here it goes. After there, big swoop. Over to here. And back up. And I'm going to cut over here and do the same thing.
That's it for today. Got a nice loop done. And then 2 extra lanes. But it's an extra about 0.13 miles I added. So once I add this too, that'll be about another 0.25, so it'll probably be about 0.75 per lap once it gets finished. But pretty good start. Just need more traffic on it now so we can get like this. It's prime when it's hard and go way faster. Alright, that's it for today. Added 0.12 per lap with the 2 extra lanes. So that'd be nice. So it's at about 0.45 per lap. So 0.12 extra. Once I do this, this is a way bigger side. I can go way deep. On this side, that'll probably be about 0.25. So it'll probably be 0.7 per lap when it's all done. And then start making jumps. But it's turned out pretty cool in here. It's a little rough right now, but that turn's fun. You can really go up the bank and whip it in there. And then out that way. This part turned out really nice. That was a lot to plow through though. But yeah, I'm gonna be coming here hauling ass and right in between these trees. I'm gonna keep these trees here, have like a little jump probably right there in between the trees, and then so far I got it up, and I'm gonna go up the hill a little bit. But yeah, that goes deep in there, so a lot of work, but that'll be fun. And then just back up and back to the regular. But I'm keeping this section. It's gonna be the handlebar tickler. Tell your kids to come rip it up down here. Look at it from this view. It's looking pretty decent. Peterson pedaling property from this view. There's the new tracks. Up and down, up and down. I don't know what they're gonna do with the tree. Trail work day. I'm gonna be picking up all the twigs. No tire popping going on around here. It's looking decent. And then I'm gonna start here. I got the chainsaw. Starting the new section. Just gonna go and do a bunch of swerving until I find something of my liking. Yeah. Then we're gonna play football with the trees. This section already looks way better, way cleaner. Time to cut the first tree. I really want to keep this part of it this little gap here will be kind of an obstacle or a challenge to cut through. Probably cut this one down and leave the rest, but it'll be kind of fun to go squirting through there pretty quick. And then I kind of where that dog is, that's where I'm gonna try to go. And then up in there is a thick part, but there's 2 big trees, so I don't really want to deal with that. So I'm gonna have to go around. There's 2 big downed ones blocking the middle, so I'm gonna have to go that way. Here's where I picked to go through. I'm gonna go through another field goal here, and then that's gonna be a mess up there for about 10 yards. It's pretty thick, but then it opens up after the downed trees. But here is where it's gonna be. Cleared this up pretty good. So there, this is the trees. Small, large, medium increments of meth every day. Look at this trail though. You might be able to do half a lap next time you show, but this turn is sweet and come in hot. You really can't handle it. What'd you go that one day? You rode to about right there and then came through here. So we got 3 lanes that you can dream about doing, I guess, but it's coming in well. Go that way, this way, and then back, and then whoop. You really can't handle it. Just pristine course. And then I started over here with the chainsaw this morning. I cut down a bunch of stuff to go this way. I'm gonna leave these trees here. It's gonna be a jump right through them. Field goal. I cut those down. Then I'm gonna go that way and then way deep in there. Holy shit, Cuddle. That's a big boy. Move. That's a tank. Thing came out of nowhere. Put paw on it. He flipped him. Oh. Leave it. Another day at the track. Elton James called. He said he didn't know who Elton John was. So now I'll have to call Elton James and ask if he likes his corner. If it's too sharp or if it's nice and easy. I don't know. Have to see the talk about that. All right, so I called Ethan John. I interrupted his little lunch break there. He was eating a wrap burger and a cold Keystone Light, but I kind of like this left turn here, so I think I decided me and Ethan are going to keep it, and then we're just going to keep going that way and then back right. All right, today's progress. Me and Elton kept the left corner. It's looking pretty good. Got this all cleaned up. Look at this crew we got coming on the trail. Jim's gonna win a few, but here it is. I got probably 60, 70 miles on it of laps. But here's the start gate. There's the kitty. Here's where it goes. And then another section's back here. It's probably 0.5 per mile or per lap. 0.5 miles per lap, but it's coming along. I probably actually got like 100 miles of riding time on it, but it goes back here too. This is the tree section. It's kind of cool. And then down here, and then this is that loop area over there, but this is the section I'm working on now. I'm gonna plan to go like way in there, so it's probably gonna be like 1 mile per lap when I'm done, but it's coming along pretty good. There's the one section I plowed, that back section behind the start gate. And there's the loop. I'm gonna have it go this way and then loop in there and then just back to the regular and then coming down this way out of the trees. I'm gonna make the loop around. So yeah. Jim, you got fans. What are you gonna say to your fans?
Sayonara.
Sayonara, he says. So this is the all new section I've been working on. This was pretty thick, so it took a while. And then up in here, my friend built a fort. He's gonna live in it, I think. Pretty neat. This was a jump, but I took it out. I'm gonna build this way up so you can ride it, the wall, and then to the next wall. This part's cool. This is where I'm at now. But I like this section. It's kind of a, can't really tell, but this is a slope. You can really ride this wall pretty good. And then I'm up to here. I'm gonna keep that tree in there and put a jump over it. But then yeah, I'm up to where that rake is. So got a ways to go, huge loop, and then back to the main. Kitten, make the trail, bud. Raked it up a little today. This corner got a little wider than I thought it was. But I'm sick of hitting sticks, pop tires, so smooth sailing, huh? I haven't really totally been cleared by the city to keep building this thing, but no one's came yet. So I'm pretty sure they don't really care, but I'm sure McGruber on the lawnmower will come and chop down my barrier. Seems like something he does quite often. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know, I can maybe get cleared by the whole city and we can keep this thing legit and have races next summer, because I'm kind of running out of time for this year. But yeah, it's coming along slicker than Slick Rick. This corner is pretty nasty. Got about 20 more yards cleared today. I need to work way more on it. I only get about an hour a day, but thick Reggie Bush. We're deep in the Reggie Bush. Even George W. Bush called. He's like, dude, call Hillary Bush and be like, yo, Clinton Bush, all those bushes. A lot of bushes got to get whacked. Whacking bushes. Teaching the cat how to fetch. She's getting kind of good. Hey. Oh. Oh. Right here.
What if she just brings it back?
So, hey, kitten. Ready? Oh. Dude, she's fast, kind of.
I know, right?
Come on, Cotto.
Come on, so look at her fucking.
Oh. Today's progress started about right there. We're gonna double wide this. You got a choice to go between that stuff or around it. Then up this hill, pretty big hill actually. It's gonna be a wall ride again. And then this is the end of it. And then I'm bringing it back to the main. So this is as far as we go. It's a pretty steep hill though, so it'll be fun. And then my friend's Nick, his house is right here, so I made him a little trail. He's gonna have a drop in. He just got a bike yesterday, so yeah, we're gonna go up around this tree and then there, and then that's the end of her right there, boys. Damn! This is in the where you're gonna have to choose. We left the vagina tree. Why did you put the seeds in the vagina?
Because it needs to be fed.
That is a vagina.
It needed some seed, bro.
Yeah, hill's gonna be fun. All right, day, I don't know, 20, wrap up. Probably got 200 hours of ride time and work time so far. Derek's on about hour 3.5, so that's been
Going hard, bro.
going hard, bro.
My shoulder pinch nerve hurts.
Shoulder pinch nerve hurts. All right, kittens, let's go, kittens. Kitten, you need help.
He was at a charity event too.
At another one.
DJ Khaled.
Cotto. Hey, there's Bar Hop Magoo. Bar hopping the Magoos. Stuck in their butt crack. They're floating in the breeze. But fuck. It's still frozen. I should probably microwave that. I'm at the top of the hill where I left off. Go around this tree. And then I think I'm going to try there's a little lip right there. That might be a real jump. And then I don't know if I want to go any farther. I think this will be the end of it. But I might go a little further up in there. But I'm going to loop it back. And then all the way back. It's got farther than I originally thought I was going to go. And the trees get really narrow up there. So I think this will be a good spot to cut it off. Plus there's already an entry trail right there from previous two-leggers walking through, so yeah, cutting her back. I went down the hill. All that hanging stuff will be removed. I forgot my chainsaw, but I'm thinking of keeping this for a jump, and then there's like a dip right here for the landing. Be kind of cool flying down here, and there's a big dip like right there, and then maybe another jump right away out of it. And then I'm just gonna keep going. This is the final point. I'm turning back. So that pile of dirt I'd like to do something with. I don't know what though, because they're gonna be using it for baseball, but I'm thinking it's kind of like a wall ride thing. Come out of the corner would be kind of cool. Going into the thick of it again. This is the end of it though. I'm looping her back. Cotto! Kitten! Meow! 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 Kitty! Aborted fetus! Back at the trail, today's work, cutting it back. Hopefully I can get all the way to the main trail today. That's my plan. Brenda's got a baby. Here's kind of what I got. So come down that hill, a little jump here, right, land about there, and then another jump out of here. And then something with Brenda's got a baby. This, like a big wall ride type thing with a lot of speed. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna build up a wall there with some of this dirt, and then a straight for quite a while. And I'm gonna put a bunch of jumps in a row, probably for like 60 yards. 100 yards, just a few jumps. So I want to get it back to the main. Come on. Okay, we're walking back to the car and she goes in there somehow. Where's the door? Wow. All right, I'm leaving you in there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. Hey there, buddy. Up there, when I was heading this way, ran into a pile. I don't have my chainsaw, so I came around and I'm tacking it. Going back south again, but I started here and then down. I gotta clear all this out, and then this is gonna be like a turn under these trees and up this hill. And then back, and I got about 40 yards to the main trail, so almost done. I'm back to my original spot. My car is over there. This is where I first started, heading south in the big loop. But there's the first turn. That's softball. But I made it all the way around, and I'm finally coming back. So here's a little dip, and then I'm gonna make a wall here. And then a wall, that's kind of a hill, so like a big S, like real quick, come out of the hill, cut that one right there, get that out of there, and then go under that without getting decapitated. But yeah, then there's my car. So once, that'll probably be the last little obstacle thing, and then hook up to the main, like right there, 20 yards further. So finally, almost done. I kind of like this little hill here. I left that tree again for another, you get a choose your destiny type thing. So I'm gonna leave that there. I hope it takes out at least 15 kids with concussed injuries, but that's for next year. So that'll be kind of cool. Kids flying through here. You can pick a lane, that lane or this lane, and then get intense. You can't really, well, I'm gonna make it quite a bit wider. Like, I like how wide this is. I want like the whole thing to be probably this wide, because I'll probably have races of like 4 or 5 kids. But some spots it gets narrow, but I'm going to widen it out. It won't be this wide, but there's not going to be a whole lot of places to pass, except for like stuff like this. And then like if a kid risks it cutting in through that tree. But yeah, it's going to be legit. I probably want the track to be this wide all around. That's like the thickest spot. But yeah, in the trees here, there's not going to be a whole lot of passing opportunities. I don't know, 5 per heat would probably be good. And then like have wider sections where they can pull off passes. But if it's little kids, I mean, that probably won't matter a whole lot. But for bigger kids, when they're hauling ass, it'll probably be better to have some passing lanes. Because back in the day, I think it was maybe, I don't know, 5, 6 per heat. But that was just it was like a loop, so there wasn't like any passing opportunities. So when it gets heated and intense and kids start shoving sticks and spokes, they're gonna need passing lanes. So I'll have to make some of those. As you can see, this area is quite a bit more opened. It took a lot of burning, but that's what I kind of want to do throughout the whole thing, so fans can hang out in here and watch and stuff, and front row action, you know, for the corners, make sure no one's cutting across cheating. But yeah, it was like that all in here. So burn all that up. It'll look pretty nice in here, I think, once it gets nice and opened up. Like, this obviously is probably gonna get all burnt. And then that big log I'm leaving, because I'm gonna go under that one, but I'm gonna saw all this up so you can actually see through here and stuff. Yeah, it's coming along. One day at a time, one lap at a time. I don't know, I talked to the guy over there. There's Webster Street is like, it goes through half of his garden. But I found this all in through here. I don't know if there was a road here at one time. I mean, not that I remember when I was a kid, but, or if they just dumped a bunch of chunks, but all through here, like there was like road like this. But it looks like it's kind of was dumped in here, not like an actual road. But still kind of weird because, yeah, he said Webster Street used to go right through his garden. And that's pretty much straight where I'm at now. About a half mile or a quarter mile up. You can actually connect to the road. So I don't know, I'll have to get the Lisbon history books out and try to figure out where Webster Street used to be. Probably a lot of DUIs on this road back in the day. I found it's probably my 50th golf ball I found. But I found probably 20 baseballs and softballs too. Most of the baseballs, I don't know if you've seen the inside of a baseball. It's like thread when the skin comes off of them. So I don't know what used to be here. I remember like 20 years ago, it used to be a lot more open. You could actually kind of walk in here. But there's a baseball field up there. So I don't know if Bittner, like when he's just smacking home runs and ripping the lace or the skin off the baseballs, I don't know if he just goes, well, this one's done, and he chucks them in here. But I don't know. Bittner did a life of that, cranking home runs and ripping skins. So, yep, Bittner's stomping grounds. I'm going to have to bring his balls back to him. These are, yeah, from at least 2000, or like my era when I was a kid. That was just like in 50 yards I found those. But, yeah, one thing that hasn't changed, I suppose a lot of these trees grew over the years, and then all these branches, die. And then they just fall. Because I remember I used to be able to walk in here like pretty openly straight, not openly gay, like out of the closet stuff. But yeah, a lot of balls in here. I don't know why. This ball I've walked by a few times. It's like in the middle of the trail. I'm gonna leave it in there. That's probably from like when I was a kid. That's like a 2004 ball, and to be that buried already, that's pretty crazy. But yeah, I found so many balls in here. I don't know. I remember when I was, like back in them ages, used to be able to walk through here, like it was way more open. I suppose a lot of grow, die stuff. And then here, one thing that makes me think this might be a road is that none of it's upside down. Like I've seen when they dump clumps, like in the rivers and stuff. But like all of it, 90% of it's like still kind of together. And I mean, they're upside down because I raked them over. But I mean, that's the top of the road, and it's not like they're, see, that's top of the road. So I don't know. Maybe there was a road in here because when they dump those clumps, they'd be all like stacked every which what direction. But most of them are still like, it was a road. So I don't know. I don't know, Captain. See, look at that. I mean, that'd be upside down if it was like just dumped in a dump truck. Huh. Back on the trail, hooking back up to the, I call it the Death Valley. So this is all gonna get cleared. This way is where I left off yesterday, about right in here. So I'm gonna connect it here. I'm almost done. That's where I left off yesterday, right up here. I couldn't get through this, but finally get back to it. This is yesterday where I left. I came back and I finally got to it. I was gonna have to go through all that. Got about 20 yards left. This is the last section, finally a complete loop. I'm gonna like this corner coming down this hill, build this up, and then another S. Got that log cut, get that out of there. Man, it's pretty smooth sailing. The rest of the trail's right up there where it'll connect back. Back on the trail, it's gonna be pristine after this. I talked to Tim the cop and I gave him a breakfast burrito and said, thanks for looking out there, cuz. And then continued. So, Kato, you gonna come over here, bud? Come here. Cat's in here somewhere. Back on the trail to go. I talked to Tim Jackson, the cop. Tim Michael Jackson, the one that changes blue shades every once in a while. Not to be mistaken with Tim Michael Jordan. So yeah, I gave Timmy a breakfast burrito and said, I'm gonna continue on here, bud. And then yeah, my cat was over in the woods and she took a shit. So what is this? Sucking on the teat. Surprised it's not labeled blue. Trail is officially 100% complete loop to loop. Did my first few laps on it. Needs to be packed down pretty good, but it's getting there. Obviously a lot of little trees still around, but I'm not gonna clip every single one of them. Yeah, she's ready to roll. This was like the sections I did today, that, and then that goes all the way up. And then here, this is where I walked out of. But yeah, it's pretty prime rib right there, boys. This is a jump in progress. Kind of just throwing schnit in there right now, and that'll cover it. But hit it this way, and that's kind of downhill. See, this will be a pretty big one. Jump right there, and then land like right there. When I'm finished, I want it to be about a foot wider. Well, it's kind of wide now, but you can't really tell with all the little trees. So with them gone, kind of like this width, so we can get 4 or 5 riders in here. I left these twigs here for now. I don't know if I'll keep them there or not. Yeah, once it gets more packed down and all these little trees out of here, it'll really start to take shape. Right now, I just wanted to get it done. So get on down to South Park and get ripping on it. We need it hard packed, boys.